Right, so in today's lesson we're going to be learning about directed numbers. So let me pick up my pen. Right, so what are directed numbers? So directed numbers are any number with a sign in front. And there's rules for directed numbers. So let's talk about the rules for addition. When adding two numbers of different signs, we just subtract the numbers and place the larger number's sign in front. So this is very important. So let me pick up my highlighter. So whenever you add two numbers of different signs, so remember the idea, we just subtract the numbers and we add the larger number's sign in front of that number, or in front of the answer. And supposing you're adding two numbers of the same sign, so that is very important. Adding two numbers of the same sign, we just add the numbers and place that same sign in front of the number of the answer. So let's take some examples. So let me pick up my blue pen. So for example, -5 plus 6. So these two numbers, -5 and +6, have different signs. So remember the idea. When adding two numbers of different signs, we just subtract the numbers and place the larger number's sign in front. So let's do this. So let's subtract the numbers. 6 take away 5 is 1. And the larger number here is 6, and the sign in front of the 6 is plus. So the answer is +1 or simply 1. Okay, let's have a look at another one. So again, I've got two numbers and the signs in front of the numbers are different. So let's subtract the numbers. 9 take away 5 is 4, and the larger number is 9. The sign in front of the 9 is plus. So it's a +4 or simply 4. Let's have a look at another example. -10 and +11. So these two numbers have opposite signs or different signs. I have a minus here and a plus here. So remember the idea. Two numbers of opposite signs or different signs. Subtract the numbers. 11 take away 10 is 1. And the larger number is 11. The sign in front of the 11 is plus, so it's +1 or simply 1. Now, remember, in this case, in the case of number 4, these two numbers have the same signs. So I have a minus in front of the 20, I have a minus in front of the 11. So if we have two numbers of the same sign, add the numbers. So 20 plus 11 is 31, and write the sign in front of these numbers in front. So the common sign is minus, put that minus in front. Another one, -25 -10. So these two numbers again have the same sign in front, minus here in front of the 25, minus here in front of the 10. So remember the trick, add the numbers. 25 plus 10, 35, and add the common sign in front. So the common sign is minus, so -35. Right, rule for multiplication. So here are the rules. Plus times plus is a plus. Minus times minus is a plus. Plus times minus is a minus. Minus times plus is a minus. So the idea here being, multiplying two same signs gives us a positive or a plus. So for example, if you multiply two same signs here, the signs are the same, of course. Plus times another plus is a plus. And in the case of this line here, these two signs are both minus. So minus times another minus is a plus. So multiplying two same signs gives us a positive or a plus. However, multiplying two opposite signs gives us a negative or a minus. Okay? So for example, so let me pick up my pen. So for example, plus times minus. These are two opposite signs, a plus times a minus. The answer is a minus. Likewise, minus times plus. These are two opposite signs, a minus and a plus. So when you multiply them, you get a minus. So remember this, very useful to know. Let's try some examples. So number 1, minus 3 times 4 or plus 4. So minus times plus is a minus, so I'm multiplying two opposite signs, so it's a minus. 3 times 4, 12. Answer, minus 12. So let's try number 2. So I'm multiplying two terms of opposite signs. I have a plus 5 and a minus 4. Plus times minus is a minus. 5 times 4, 20. Next one. Minus 6 times minus 1. So I'm multiplying two terms of the same sign. So I have a minus here and another minus here. Minus times minus is a plus. 6 times 1, 6. Next one. Minus 7 times 3. So I'm multiplying two terms of opposite signs. Minus times a plus is minus. 7 times 3, 21. Now let's move forward. Now try examples. Example 1, questions 1, 2 and 3. I'll give you a couple of moments and then I'll go through the answer soon. Right, for example number 1. Minus 1 times minus 3. Two terms of the same sign minus. So minus times minus is a plus. 1 times 3, 3. Plus 3 is the answer. For number 2. Minus 4 times 5. So I have a minus multiplied by a plus, which is a minus. 4 times 5, 20. Next one. Plus 7 times minus 6. Plus times minus is a minus. 7 times 6, 42. Right. Try 4, 5 and 6. I'll give you a couple of moments and I'll go through the answers soon. Right, for number 4. Let's have a go. Minus times plus is a minus. 2 times 3, 6. Next one, number 5. Minus times minus. So these two terms have the same sign. The sign is both minus. Minus times minus is a plus. 2 times 2, 4. Next one. Plus 2 times plus 2. Two terms of the same sign. Plus times plus is a plus. 2 times 2, 4. You don't need to write down the plus. You can leave it as 4. Likewise, over here, instead of writing plus 4, you can leave it as 4. Okay, so if you don't have a sign in front, we assume that to be plus. So let me note that in a different color. So let me just say that if you have a number with no sign in front, so no sign in front, so a term or a number with no sign in front, assume that to be positive. Okay. Right, back to some examples. Now try questions 7, 8 and 9. I'll give you a few moments and then I'll go through the answers soon. Right, question 7. Plus times minus is a minus. 6 times 5, 30. Question 8. Plus times a minus is a minus. 5 times 1, 5. Question 9. I'm multiplying two terms of the same sign. The sign is both minus. minus times minus is a plus, 4 times 2 is 8, and we don't need to write down this plus. If we don't want to, we can leave it as 8. Right, let's move on from there. Now remember, brackets means multiply, so whenever you got a bracket, that means multiply. So with question number 1, so with example number 1 rather, minus 2 minus of a minus 3, okay? So remember, minus times minus is a plus. So I have minus 2 minus of minus 3. These two minuses becomes a plus. So I can write minus 2 plus 3. And minus 2 plus 3. So remember, if we have two terms of opposite signs, subtract the numbers. So 3 take away 2 is 1. And the larger number is 3. The sign in front is plus. So we write down that plus. So the answer is plus 1. Okay. Likewise, with number 2, minus 4 minus of minus 2. So I have a minus 4. Minus, brackets means multiply. Minus times minus is a plus. So it's a plus 2. And again, we're having two numbers of opposite signs. So we subtract the numbers. 4 take away 2 is 2. The larger number is the 4. And the sign in front of the 4 is a minus. So write down minus in front of that 2. Next one. Number 3. Minus 6 minus of plus 6. So minus 6. Minus times plus is a minus. Remember, minus times plus is a minus. So I'll have minus 6 minus the 6. Now I have two numbers of the same sign. The sign is minus. 6 plus 6 then is 12. And the common sign is minus. So minus 12 for 3. For number 4, 7 plus minus 2. So I have a 7. Plus times minus is a minus. So plus times minus is minus. So I have a 7 minus 2. And 7 minus 2, 5. Number 5. 9 plus minus 3. So I have 9. Plus times minus is minus. So minus the 3. 9 minus 3, 6. Number 6. Minus 10 plus minus 1. So I have a minus 10. Plus times minus is minus. So minus the 1. And I have two numbers of the same sign. So let's add the numbers. 10 plus 1 is 11. And the sign, which is common, is minus. So minus 11. Now, some for you to do. Try numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. I'll give you a few moments and I'll go through the answers soon. Right, for number 1. Minus 4 minus minus 2. So let me write down the solution. So I've got minus 4. Minus times minus is a plus. So it's a plus 2. And two terms of opposite signs. So remember, we subtract. 4 take away 2 is 2. The larger number is 4. And the larger number's sign is minus. So it's minus 2. Number 2. So I have 5. Minus times plus is minus. And 5 minus 5, nothing. Number 3. 7 plus minus 6. So that's the same as 7. Plus times minus is minus. So minus 6. 7 minus 6, 1. So number 4. Minus 9 plus minus 3. So I have minus 9. Plus times minus is a minus. So minus 3. Two numbers of the same sign, minus. So let's add. 9 plus 3 is 12. and the common sign minus, so minus 12. Now, number 5. Now, you've got to be careful with this one, so let's think about this one carefully. Brackets means multiply, remember. Minus times minus is plus, so I've got a plus 5, okay? Plus times minus is minus, so a minus 2, and 5 minus 2, 3. So remember, just be careful. So if we've got 2 brackets here, just be careful. Do the calculation very carefully, and if you're doing it carefully, you're least likely to make mistakes. Number 6. Minus times plus is a minus, so minus 2. Minus times minus is a plus, so plus 4. And remember, 2 terms of the opposite sign or different sign, so let's subtract. 4 take away 2 is 2. The larger number is 4. The larger number sign is plus, so plus 2. Now, try these 2 examples and I'll go through the answers very soon. Right, for number 7. So I have 6. Minus times minus is plus, so plus the 1. 6 plus 1, 7. For number 8. So I've got a plus and a plus, still plus, so plus 5. Minus times minus is plus, so plus another 5. 5 plus 5, 10. So that is it for today's lesson, and I'll see you for the next lesson. Thank you.